All right, I'm going to show you how to do test bed exercise 4, which is using the light sensor. So the assignment is right here on Canvas, V5 test bed exercise 4. It says when your hand covers the light sensor, motor 1 runs at 85% speed for 3 seconds and then stops. And then your hand is going to cover the light sensor again. Motor 2 will run at 70% velocity for 2 seconds and then stop. Notice here it says speed and here it says velocity, but they're both the same thing, speed and velocity. All right, so on our VEX code screen here, the first thing we're going to need to do is tell the brain that we have a light sensor. So you're going to click the little icon here. Oh, looks like I haven't put in my second motor yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put in motor 2. All right, now to put in a light sensor, you're going to click Add a Device, scroll down and find 3-wire. And then you want this one, they call it Line Tracker, but it's actually a light sensor. Well, actually, I've always called it a light sensor. I think it might say Line Tracker on it. But anyways, this is the one you want. All right, and it's supposed to be plugged into port C. And click Done. All right, so now we are all ready. You don't really need the bumper for this one. That was just left over from a previous video. So I've got motor 1, motor 2, and line tracker C. That's what you need for this video. All right, so now we're going to have to tell the robot to wait until our hand covers the light sensor. So how do we do that? Well, if we go to sensing, we can scroll down and find line tracker right here. And notice it's got the curved ends, not the pointy ends like the bumper. So if we went to control and tried to use wait until, that's got the pointy ends. We can't use it with that. See if I put wait until in here and then go try to use line tracker, it will not go into the wait until box. It's not the right command. What you actually need is the operator's command. And you're going to want this one right here. And that is going to be, so there's actually a couple blocks here. So we do want the wait until. This goes inside the wait until. And then the light sensor goes inside the curved empty box here like that. So you're going to wait until the line tracker reflectivity is less than 50%. Is what it says right now. Well, how in the world do we know when the line tracker is above 50% or less than 50%? How do we know what it's reading for our line tracker? So you're going to have to go to your brain. Unfortunately, I can't show you this part because I can only do a screen recording. But if you go to your brain and click the power button on the right side, it's got the red circle with the arrow. Just push it one time. And, oh, I'm sorry, you don't push that one. It's already at where you need it to be. So what you need to do is click the icon that looks like the brain on the screen and it says devices underneath. Push that with your finger. And then it'll say device info at the top. And you want to click that symbol. It's the triangle with what looks like a snowflake or a star in it. I'll show you the 3-wire symbol. This one right here, the triangle with the snowflake inside of it. Okay, push that on your brain and it will show you all of the 3-wire inputs and what they're reading right now. Your line tracker should be plugged into port C. So if you look at port C, it will tell you what the light sensor is reading right now. I'm going to use light sensor and line tracker interchangeably for the same thing. So mine right now currently says 2,894 and 70%. Now, if I put my finger over the light tracker, the light sensor, it drops. It goes down to 30%. If I take my finger off, it goes back to 70. If I cover it up, it goes back down to 30. Yours might be a little bit different, but it's probably going to be very similar. If I cover it up with a piece of paper, it goes to even lower. Mine goes down to 4%. So you'll be able to use your finger or a piece of paper for this, either one. So what we need to do is when your finger covers the light sensor, the number goes down, which is why we're using the less than symbol in our green box. All right, now we need to pick a number that is between 70 and the 30. I'm going to use my finger, so when I cover it with my finger, 30. A number that's halfway between 70 and 30 just happens to be 50. So you don't even need to change this number for this part. All right, so now what do I want the robot to do once the line tracker drops below 50%? Well, the assignment said I wanted motor 1 to run at 85% speed for 3 seconds. So that's when you would use motor 1, go back to motion, spin motor 1. We need to set the velocity to 85. I think that's what it said. Yeah, 85, and then run it for 3 seconds. So you should know how to use the wait command there, and then the stop. All right, and then you're going to use this command again, and it's going to be the same number, less than 50. You're going to have to use that again down here for step 2, but this time make motor 2 run and set it at a lower velocity and make it only run for 2 seconds and then stop. All right, so you're going to have 2 total boxes that look exactly like this gold box right here. All right, so when you've got it working, make sure you've tested it a few times, and then raise your hand and let Mr. Reese know that you are ready for him to check your assignment.